out in Deltona like Mr. Tim Taylor and I, and then we live in 45-minute to 1 hour cities because Deltona, DeLand is 45 minutes to an hour from everywhere.
From Deltona or DeLand?
Yes. Speaker number 3 has learned and relearned many lessons during his life. He has become his own master of controlling his thoughts and his destiny. Well, almost. On this final meeting of March 2025, he is going to finesse us with some experience that have helped him realize that our brains don't know the difference between reality and imagination. This allows us to convince ourselves of our own realities. Like Eddie Van Halen, Michael Jordan, and many others, 10,000 hours of practice make you an expert. With his speech from the Fourth Path, titled 10,000 Hours, Lessons Relearned, please give a raucous applause and welcome to the lectern, distinguished Toastmaster, Carmelo Belardo III.
90 minutes times 4 times 12 months a year times 15 years. How many hours is that?
10,000.
It's a lot. It's over 50,000 hours. That's how much time I've spent in this room or a similar room like it. So you would think I'd be an expert at public speaking, right? I'd have it in the bag. I could do it with my eyes closed like Jordan. Maybe. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and friends. In the late 80s, early 90s, I worked in a restaurant called Tony Roma's. And I made some of the best friends still to this day. Yet over the years, we kind of split up, lost contact, and in 2002, I took a job at the Home Depot, working nights, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., packing out freight. Spent a lot of time with my own thoughts. And some of those times were not so much fun. But some of them were really, really, really productive. At about the same time, I bought a book called The 1 Minute Millionaire, and inside the book was this postcard advertising a conference in Dallas, Texas. The Millionaire something. So I decided I was going to go. And then I kind of got a little insecure. My mind started playing tricks on me. There's no way you're going to go there. How are you going to get there? You're a fool, man. You're never going to get there. Back and forth, I went from, I'm definitely going, to, yeah, right, okay, come on, give us a break. Then it was the night before the conference, and I was at work. And I said, you know what, I'm going. So I told my supervisor, I'm leaving early. I got home, took a shower, put my suit on, went to the airport, got on a plane, and I was in Dallas, Texas by 8 a.m. And I'm at this conference. And lo and behold, one of my friends from the early 90s sees me across the auditorium. Unbeknownst to me, I'm online at Starbucks and I get a tap on my shoulder. It's one of my best friends from the restaurant days. Holy smoke. Now, I left out a little nugget. I didn't have any money. I had about 17 bucks in my pocket, so I wasn't staying in the hotel. Figure worst case scenario, I'll just jump on a flight back to Orlando in the evening. Only my friend told me he has a room. And he pulled out a wad of cash. And he said, I've got you this weekend, man. And we had the greatest weekend. We reconnected. Now, why do I bring this up? Because in the process of working all those nights at the Home Depot, I programmed my mind. I would listen to these recordings over and over until my cell phone battery failed. And what these recordings did was tell me things like, I'm good enough. I can do it. I'm going to Dallas. Now, when I was a kid, it was quite the opposite. There wasn't much positivity going on in my house. There was a lot of bad habits. Bad habits. A lot of negative thinking. A lot of criticism. A lot of bad dreams. Yet, books like Think and Grow Rich, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, You Can Heal Your Body by Louise Hay, these books put nuggets into my mind. And over the years, I would affirm different things. Like I can. I'm worthy. I earn $10,000 per month. And then one day, I'm driving in my truck and I realized, hello, you reached your goal. You make $10,000 a month. And the next moment I said, dang, I should have asked for 25. There was this phrase that I memorized. It was by Joseph Murphy. When you're not feeling well, when something's not going well with your body, my mind and body were created by the power of my infinite intelligence, my subconscious mind. It knows how to heal me. Its wisdom fashioned all of my organs, tissues, muscles, and bones. This infinite healing presence within me is now transforming every atom of my being, making me whole and perfect now. I give thanks for the healing I know is taking place. I don't get sick very often. When I feel something going on, I say that over and over. And when I see somebody else who's not doing so well, I say it on their behalf. But we're human, right? Sometimes we fall back to what was most comfortable, like those bad habits and those negative thoughts. And the little voice inside your head starts repeating those things. And what we have to do is squash them. You have to flip that thought. I use this technique called cancel. I have 2 daughters, and my wife was always worried about them. Oh my God, hope nothing happens to them. God be with you. And I would always think, what if something happened? But the next thought would be cancel. And I would picture them smiling, happy, vibrant. They're covered by a veil of angels, by God. So I never worried about my daughters. Thoughts are things. We do it all the time. We do it all day long. But what do we think about? You do it. You think about negative things. Oh my God, what a catastrophe. If you watch the news, I would suggest you stop watching the news. But you got to say cancel. Flip it. Think about your ultimate goal. Where do you see yourself? Wherever it is, keep that picture in your mind. This requires practice, daily practice. Now, I started this journey in the early 90s. Network marketing actually got me involved with Think and Grow Rich. But I thank that experience. I still have that book. I have several copies. And the first copy I still have. It's got lots of notes in it. And I don't carry it with me anymore, but I have access to it. You will reach a tipping point where your great thoughts will override the negative ones automatically. It'll become like very simple, like Jordan shooting a free throw. So when we master our thoughts, we master our circumstances. Today it's a lot easier with YouTube. You've got audiobooks that you can listen to, but it requires action. So fellow Toastmasters and guests, take the action. Begin your journey. Mr. Toastmaster.